Hi everyone, it's Jo from Weedon, Melbourne. G'day on this Thursday night. I hope you're all well and safe and cool. Currently in Melbourne at the moment it's still about 38 degrees, so I've got the fan going, so if you can hear that I apologise, but I need it for a bit of sanity. So I am seeing if my video is coming up. I don't think it has yet. So I'll just keep going and it'll load at some stage, I'm sure. So I'm home from Echuca now. We were up and down for a couple of weeks there during the break, and then for Kyle's birthday as well. So that was fantastic. It was really warm, but fantastic. Air conditioning up there makes such a big difference, whereas we don't have that here at the moment. And all the teens spent time on the river, on the biscuit or kneeboarding or whatever, or just swimming in the river because it was just so much cooler than not. So yeah, been a really nice break. So I've got some things to show you that are in either in the celebration catalogue or they're in the holiday catalogue. So let me show you. Here's the holiday catalogue that I've shown you before. It runs until June 2020, so it's all live now. You can purchase items from here. And the celebration catalogue as well that I have here. And that's available till the 31st of March. So I'll get into it. I can't see that anyone's here yet, but that's okay. There's always the advantage of watching it later, so that's fine. So today we're going to play, or I'm going to play with Calypso Coral and Basic Black, as you can see, and with the Golden Honey designer paper. So let me just pull it apart, see the package has stuck to something. I want to see if you can see this beautiful paper. Look, let me remove that one. So you can see the gold flecks through it. It's just gorgeous. So again, double-sided, obviously. Hi Rails, g'day. Thanks for coming. You're number one here. So I'm just showing off this beautiful Golden Honey designer paper that is a free item, excuse me, through the celebration catalogue. So that means that when you place an order of $90 within Australia, you can choose this as your free item. So on one side of the designer paper is designs that have the gold details through it, and on the other side obviously it doesn't. So that means you can dress it up or tone it down, whatever you like. But I just think it's beautiful. Just enough specialness in it to mean, you know, that you can pick up on it. This is a bit techno for me. Kind of, I don't know, a bit industrial almost. So I might have to see what I can try and make from that. And then this is all gold. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. And these, I can see bags made up with these. For some reason, it's yeah, really classy. I think it's gorgeous. So, hi Wendy, how you going? Hi Sue. Woohoo, there's a few of us here. Thank you. So that designer paper is really beautiful. There are dies to go with it, and of course I didn't get them for whatever reason. I can't tell you why, but I'm kicking myself now. So I'm going to, thank you Wendy, thank you for sharing. So in time I certainly hope that I'm going to get the dies that go with that as well, so that will be fantastic. So let's get on with this. I've got the blends happening. I'll just move those aside. Excuse me. Of course, when I get on video, I've suddenly got a bit of a frog in my throat. Okay. So, I said earlier, I've got the fan going at the moment because it's so hot. So I'm sorry if you can hear that whizzing around, but I tried to move it away to be quiet, but hopefully it's not too distracting. So I've got a card base of 14.5 centimetres by 21 and then scored it at 10.5. The basic black goes on top of that, and that's a 0.5 centimetre smaller. So 14 centimetres by 10 centimeters across. So I'm going to use my pick, take your pick, I mean, and put that down. How's everyone going? Have you all returned back to work? Hi, Donna. G'day, g'day. Ah, thank you. Have we all returned back to work? I went back last week and our children returned yesterday, but we're having an ease into it because lots of their siblings are still at home until school goes back properly on Monday. So once that happens, then it'll be all hands on deck. So there's our base. Now I've decided to use the Golden Honey designer paper that I showed you before, but I'm using not the gold side. I'm using the opposite, just for something a little bit different. But don't despair, I am using some of the gold side, but just not right now, because I don't want it too out there. I just want a little bit of detail. So my designer paper generally can go anyway, I guess, because the flowers are all over. So it just depends which way. Yeah, it depends on how you want to place it. Oh, Donna, you're always working, are you? Well, that's just the way it is, isn't it? We all have to try and... Speaking of which, I'm going back to school in order to get more work. So that's something else that I'll be juggling soon. So I've decided to do a certificate for in disability. So I'll be studying 1 day a week and placements probably on a Friday, and the juggle of work and my business here and my family and everything else. So it's going to be busy, but, you know, good crazy, I'm hoping. So the next thing I went ahead and did was I stamped this beautiful image from Forever Blossoms. And I stamped that using the Stays On because I put it onto our Vellum, which is starting to get a bit more of a lead in my cards. So here's the Vellum. Oh, let me show you. Here's the Vellum. And so I've stamped it first, coloured it using these blends on the back. So I've used Old Olive, Calypso Coral and Crumb Cake. I've coloured it on the back. Even though I used Stays On the front, I still coloured it from the back, and then cut it out. Because, of course, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have to cut it out. I wouldn't need to. Thanks, Donna. I'm a little bit nervous, but I had orientation today, so I'm super excited about my course. And I'll find my new normal. You know, I've just got to grow up a little bit and prioritise things and put a few things in place. And it's only a year course, so it's not forever, and it'll find me some more employment as well. So that will be positive. So the one thing I wasn't sure of, I wanted to put the Vellum onto the cardstock, but it just doesn't kind of work like that. So what I thought was to put it on some backing. Hi, Wendy. Go enjoy the tennis. I'm not a tennis girl, but I'm a bit disappointed that Ash Barty is out. I've been following her a little bit because she's an amazing person and the respect that she gives people. So for that reason alone, I've been watching a little bit of tennis. So enjoy. And I'd love to hear what you think of the video. So I've put this, I'm going to put this onto some Whisper White backing. But then I wondered, as an option, would the Very Vanilla give it a softer look? Because I quite like that. But then you've got to think that I'm putting it onto this cardstock, which has a Whisper White background. Designer paper, I beg your pardon. So I'm thinking you go with the same, even though, I mean, I'm not very good with colours, but it's a bit of a no-brainer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I haven't actually put that down yet. I haven't glued that, obviously, in place. But I think that's probably where it's going to work the best. Yeah, she is, Wendy. She is an incredible human being. So I'm going to use glue dots because I don't have a lot of success with Vellum gluing. And so I tend to use the strong things. So I'll use a bit of Vellum. I'll use a good old glue dot, and hopefully if I put it behind where some of this darker area is, it shouldn't show through. If you can hear a bell ringing and a bit of movement, that would be the cat deciding to run around the house at, you know, right now when I'm doing live, because there's no children home. So of course the cat would pick up where the children leave off, and it's 38 degrees. So why wouldn't you run around? Okay. He's in a Stampin' Up box at the moment, I think playing with a marble or something. So, okay, so stick that down like that. And that's going to go, I beg your pardon, on the top of my embellishment. Now, I need to find, I had a band of cardstock. Oh, here it is. Excuse me. So I'm just going to put this aside, trying not to move my placemat because that's where it needs to be. And what I've already done, because I'm a bit aware, oh, look at the reflection. That's a bit yucky, isn't it? Because of just time and, you know, you guys sitting watching me, I've mounted Whisper White on top of my basic black and Calypso Coral. And I believe my Calypso Coral is 5.5 centimetres. So it'll be 5.5 by 9.5. And then down by 0.5 centimetre each. And I'm going to use the sentiment, wishing you a long life together, filled with love and promise, from the Forever Blossom stamp set. And I'm actually using this as a wedding card for a friend of mine who actually went overseas to get married. And so I'll give this to her next week. So I hope she's surprised if she sees it being made. Hi, Lamia, how you going? Hi, Michelle. Everybody's here. Glenda, g'day. Oh, I'm so glad you're all here. Might be the most that I've had. Thank you. So let me grab the Calypso Coral ink, which is put away for my stamp group next week. Okay, ink this up, and given the heat, I wouldn't leave this ink open for very long. Close it immediately. Okay, so I've already lined this up as to where I wanted it, and then give it a bit of a smush. And the beauty is, if I wasn't happy or if it didn't give a good balanced stamp, then of course I can ink up my the stamp again. Let me move that over. I just realized it wasn't quite in frame. I could ink this up again and then place it over that again, and it would be perfectly positioned. So I haven't used my Stamparatus for a while, but I decided to pull it out just to remember how to use it. So it's such a great tool. Okay, so there we go. We've got that. Now there's a reason why I've left this blank, and I'll show you that in a moment. So come back here. And I think I'm going to put my sentiments up on the big dimensionals, and just to give it a little bit of texture or character, I guess, by putting it up. So any of these products that you see, you can purchase from me or from your demonstrator. And certainly if you're in Australia and you don't have a demonstrator, I can help you. I also have a web page, which is joeweedon.stampinup.net, and you can purchase any of these items through my page. So I'll place this one here. Now I haven't actually made this card, which is why I didn't have it to show you, because I kind of like it all coming together with you. I put it all together, I layered it, but I didn't stick it down. So of course when you finally put it together, it's going to be a bit different. Now I need to find my flowers. Here we go. So there's my flowers, and excuse me, some more dimensionals. Yeah, Donna, for somebody who's not very girly, I went to a what is it a woman has before her wedding? Oh my gosh, I can't think. Hen's party? Is that what they're called? And hi, Alison. Yeah, I'm sorry, I have changed. Hi, Michelle. Yeah, I'm just talking about my nails now, actually. Yeah, so I went to a hen's night, I don't know, in September or November or something last year, and got my nails done. First time in years and years and years. And since then, oh my goodness, I'm loving them. especially for videos, but just because it looks so much nicer. And, you know, the idea of what colour am I going to get next. So the reason I said here, let's get back to work, hey? The reason I had left this space here, as blanket as it is because I wanted to put this down. Now, I've just realised that I've put a dimensional there when I actually didn't want it there, because I just want the top part. This isn't going to come off now. It's going to get stuck in my nails, isn't it? There we go. So, and now I'll use good old magic glue dot. And I'll put that down. And that's what I wanted there, like that. Yeah, see? So that's what I wanted, like that. No, not a kitchen party. Yeah, it wasn't a kitchen party, Lamia. We were at up above a hotel, a pub, nightclub type thing at night. Oh my goodness. My mind's blank. So in time, I might actually just glue this down a little bit here, just to put that nice and straight, because I don't want the cardstock showing through, but that's okay. I'll do that shortly. And then something I've only recently discovered are these very cute metallic pearls. So these are gold because, oh, hang on, I've got one more thing. What I wanted to do, like I said to you before, I was going to use gold, a gold accent. So what I actually did was went ahead and cut a little bee out of one of the sheets of designer paper. So I don't have the dies, and I believe the dies match the designer paper or some of the images, but I didn't buy them, as I said, so I need to kick myself. So I fussy cut this out, but I haven't decided if I want to put that on there or whether it's enough, only because I wanted to put that somewhere. Maybe it's too different now that I look at it. Hen's night. Yes, Alison. Yep. Hen's party, hen's night. Yeah. That's it. Thank you. I'll sleep better tonight. Now that I'm looking at the gold, I'm not sure that I actually want to put it on there. What do you think? I don't know. I don't think so, because there's no other gold there at the moment. But I did want something a little bit bling bling on it. So I could always do the standard pearls, which here. I could always just do, you know, these, a couple of smaller pearls in the middle of the flowers, or add a little bit of colour through it with the, with those. Oh, Lamia is saying no. I should bring it in next week, Lamia, and I can show you. I think I do want something, especially because it's a wedding card. I think I do want something on it. No, leave it off. Wendy says leave it off. Oh, the bee, you mean? I don't think it needs the bee. Maybe put the bee on the inside. I don't know. Maybe the bee's just too different. No, I think the bee is too different. Sorry, bee. You can get used on another project. But what do we reckon with the... Yeah, if I did use the gold, yeah. I don't know, too many choices. Anyway, I'm thinking I do want to put some pearls, because I just think that steps it up a little bit. But I might just go the standard pearls. So I'll go these medium ones, because we've got the large, the medium and the small, and these ones that are all stuck together. But then inevitably I always cut them off and use them separately anyway. I'm going to use my craft knife, because that picks them up easier, I think. I just think just a little bit of bling, a little bit of class to it would be a good thing. So, Alison, have your boys gone back to school? And have you thought about, you know, clearing what the holidays have brought to the house and, you know, all that sort of thing? Or are they still at home and you're not quite ready for that yet? Okay, so we've got 4 of those there. There you go. What do you think? Just a little bit. See, just one on each of those. And I don't know, maybe a couple along here, but nothing, you know, nothing too much. But as I said, because it's a wedding card, I think just a little bit of stylish bling. Yeah, there you go. You guys have agreed with me. I'm so glad. So what I might do, before I put it down, we'll have a look. So just cut these down. These pearls are so great. And using the blends, actually, you can colour them as well. So if I wanted to match my pearls to the cardstock, for example, I can just use the same marker, the same blend Calypso Coral, and have it all matching. I don't necessarily want to do that today, but I could if I wanted to. Having that choice is an awesome thing. So I'm just going to put these here. There you go. I'm pretty happy with that, considering I hadn't really put it together. That's going to annoy me though. See that? I'm going to put a glue dot underneath, because you need to see the finished product with it done properly, right? Let's go. There we are. I'm really happy with that. And I hope that my friend will be too. One yesterday, one today, one tomorrow. So looking forward to tomorrow. Hubby isn't working from home either. It will go fast, but still it'd be nice to breathe without somebody asking for your help. So that's great. Thank you for your help with this. Oh, I've got little love hearts. I've never seen that happen before. Oh, thank you. I'm feeling the love. So remember, please share my video. Come back and have a look at if there's things that you're not sure of, or if you would like some more information on the products. And I appreciate your time. Please stay safe, stay cool, and good luck with the whole juggle of going back to work and school and everything else that entails. And come back on Thursday next week for my next live. Thank you so much. Bye.